Hey, welcome back and welcome into video number 6 in our continued conversation of overhead layering. We're now actually going to start cutting some hair. We're putting some hair on the floor. You'll recognize our mannequin. He's a holdover. He's left over from our Asian 2-block haircut demo, but I'm going to convert this into just a regular classic tapered barbered haircut. We'll blend some things off later when we finish up the haircut, but in the meantime, this top is way too long, so he's a perfect candidate for interior layering. This is Brad Mariana Mannequin. If you need mannequins for practice, there's a link in the video description here. I got mannequins I can hook you up. If you are a school or a larger business who needs a large quantity of mannequins, DM me or message me. I can hook you up with mannequins. So what I want to start with here is how we start to establish interior length for overhead layering. And a common place to start this is a front fringe length decision. The front fringe refers to the area across the front of the haircut, what is sometimes referred to as bangs. By the way, before I forget, like the video, comment on the video, share the video with somebody in the business who can benefit, turn on your notifications and subscribe to the channel. Never miss a video. My suggestion is, most of the time these guys want this hair up out of their eyes. Most of the time they do want a little bit of extra length in through the front fringe. So we're going to do this. We're going to cut a front fringe length. In order to determine what is the fringe area, we comb the hair back and we pop it forward slightly, and you'll see it'll split at the sides. That's the natural fringe area. Obviously, a mannequin isn't quite human in that regard, so we're just gonna part out that front fringe. Notice I'm using the wide side of my comb. Notice I've got my shorter scissors in my hand. I'm gonna take this down, and I'm gonna cut it across my fingers. This is still overhead layering because we're holding hair in our fingers to suspend the hair to determine our length. We're creating a front guide. This front guide now establishes the starting point for all of the length through the interior of the haircut. It's going to be up out of his eyes. It's going to be able to part over one way or the other. It's going to be able to comb back. It's a little bit longer, but it's short enough to serve as the guide for the beginning of the entire haircut. Truthfully, this is the way an awful lot of my men's haircuts start. If we're talking about traditional classic guy haircuts, I strike that front fringe all the time. From other videos, you guys know I'm a big believer in cut the top first. So we're being consistent here in that if this client sat down in my chair after the consultation and I've hatched a plan, many times that right there is my first cut. I also, many years ago in a class that I took, a suggestion that was offered up from an educator, and I've never forgotten this. It was one of those little things just stuck in my head. They said, a lot of clients are hyper-fixated on the part of the haircut they can see, which is the front right here. That first cut right there. With ladies, it can be their bangs. And so their suggestion was, after you've established the plan and the consultation, by cutting the hair at the front, right in front of them, and I think there's something to be said for the fact that they're looking at you, you're looking at them, you're right in the front, cutting that first, it relaxes them. It eases their concerns. It reduces some tension. It kind of lets them know, hey, we're going to be okay. If it's a first-time client, they are nervous and anxious. By cutting that front fringe first, you're basically saying, hey, I got you. We're good. This is going to be okay. It really sets the tone for the balance of the entire haircut. Great idea, great suggestion, fringe cut. It also, for us technically, establishes our interior length for the entire interior of the haircut. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.